Okay, let's see. Now I wonder. Okay, I've got Discord audio in the ear pod on one side. I just started up the Easy's Corner in 40. Let me, because yeah, I was trying to get, okay. Check, check. Check, check. Okay, check, check. Check, check. You hear me now, fellas? Do you hear me now? Let's see. I'm going to invite. Okay. Check, check. Oh, that's my audio coming through from 3 or 4 places. Yes, I think so. Yes, I think so. This is kind of interesting. This is a funny one. I am going to mute myself on the Discords. We're streaming into Discord today from what you're looking at right now is 4t.io, which I just got a little bit of a sneak peek from Trizlet and I believe the founder over there. And it is looking like a awesome platform. Let's see. I know. Okay, I think we'll maybe wait. I think I sent that tweet, tagged just a couple of peeps. Did it go out? Yeah, I tagged like Brookhawk and Louis Baby and a couple people to see if might jump over and give us a little extra hands for this really cool platform. I know that we do have an invite also, as it's not fully open yet. Trizlet, did you have that? I mean, it's probably like 40.io/tokensmart or something. But we're going to have a nice special, very special link for you guys to be able to get in and register. It only took me like, I don't know, a minute. I think I, decided to connect through my Google, signed in, made, dropped a little name in there and put my profile pic, and that was about it. Yes, the invite code is TokenSmart. That is what you're going to want to know. And we should have Jose joining us soon too. And we'll see if we get a couple people over into the old Chatteroony there to check out what kind of shenanigans we can do on 40, which seems like a lot. Beyond just a place where you can have audio, video, chat, and an interesting layout to be able to have actually great layout for like a big town hall, like round table, where you're gonna have maybe you have 3 or 4 hosts leading it, and you've got basically a 12-person panel. Is what it can take right now. Although you could be rotating people in from the audience onto these panels too. So you've got sort of the main stage, the center stage, which is where you can have hosts and co-hosts, and then you have 12 people that can be like participants in the audience, 6 on each side. So you can have teams. Like, it's really like ridiculously perfect for game showy Web3 events, test your knowledge. Or man, if we had this during like the Cypher, you could like break up into like the squads of 6 and have to like come up with You know, everybody writes like a verse, like you each get a beat, and then you have to like make a song, and whoever side wins, you know, wins all the money, something like that. Let's see. Yes, we are in session. Trizlet is seeing, yeah, he's jerry rigging some streamability stuff. But we had talked about maybe putting out a blast to try and get like, you know, a dozen people here to test this out. I had like a crazy busy weekend, just celebrated my daughter's birthday yesterday. And so I didn't get any really much out on the Twitters. So this is like definitely a mellow stress test, or just kind of, you know, exploration is what I would call it, of this 40. And then I see Felons looks like he's getting to the spot where he's gonna be jumping into the audience here. Let's see. So I see Trizbot over there, but I don't know if Trizlet you're manning that, or that's literally just a bot, because I could bring you on stage. Oh, nice. Felons accepted like the invite thing. I had hit invite before, so it looks like it's working. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. You can have. I like the I really like the spinning like album. It looks like, because it's on the a black circle, Felons, your which everybody can see up on the screen share, your little spinning white logo that says Felons, when it gets flat, it looks like a vinyl. So that's cool. But yeah, they were talking about, should we make hosts put on the camera, or should that be a choice? And both me and Trizlet were leaning more towards a choice, because you might have some people being, you know, anon and hosting stuff. But yeah, definitely having at least some type of, you know, motion graphic, if not like a PFP filter or something to use, versus just a static, is cool. Nice. Good to see you on stage. We're in the spot. How you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you. This is cool. Absolutely.
Nice.
Earth. Well, I don't know. It's groundbreaking. How's that? And
I think it is. I'm getting my
long-hatted head. What is up with that?
I know. Well, you know, it's just I don't know. I just didn't throw a hat on today. Well, I mean, I was earlier. I took kind of like an afternoon shower and then just hadn't plastered one on. So I've got the fro starting to get a little bit of volume.
Don't ever change, man.
Yeah. Fro is in effect today. So check this out. This little stage run. Ooh, nice shirt. Right now we're hostess, but what was the thing? It's like oh, so I can like throw you to the audience. I'll bring you back in a sec, but this is cool. So like boom. And then he's, oh wait, where is he? I thought he was going to show up on the side. I'm inviting you back. I thought I was throwing you into the side squares, but I threw you all the way somewhere.
Yeah, you definitely threw me to the ether. Yeah.
It's cool though. You can like move people around live really pretty easily. Like I could, let's see, what is it? It's switch users. Then I can put you like in the forefront. So there's a
we should be able to just drag and drop, you know, if it's a square on the side, right?
That I was thinking of that too. Would definitely be cool. Although, so like when you hover over someone's image, you know, some things come up, but it would be nice if I could then just click on you, and drag you over to like the audience side, or even if people are on, because these side you know, panels can represent like teams. So also, if you wanted to mix things up and you're like, I'm taking somebody from your team and I'm moving them over there, and like, you know, just to add mayhem to the games and stuff. I think that would be a nice one. Trizlet, drag and drop. Maybe.
Come on, Trizlet, join the fray.
Can I? Oh, let me invite Trizbot and see if he. if that's him or if that's just his bot. But yeah, that would be a good one for the next call with them is, hey, if you're the master host, can you just drag people's squares around? That would be cool. There's like you can manage like, how many people are on the stage and stuff like that, and move them around pretty easy. But that would be nice.
It would be nice to be able to do a background picture, but all we have is 3 levels of blur and then 8 different colors.
Well, that's something. That's something. I didn't even get into my backgrounds yet.
You hit the filters. It's where is it? It's that blue starry thing. If you hover over.
Yeah, when you hover over yourself. I hadn't. That was probably the only one of the few things I didn't try. But that's cool. I'm gonna throw on some green.
Kind of slow on the. Now, okay, so this is 40.io. How did we come across this?
I see myself frozen. Hopefully audio's still coming through.
You are frozen, but audio is coming through.
Cool. Yeah. Well, Trizlet had gotten a kind of sneak peek, I think maybe like a week ago. I'm not sure. It was through I think some group like web dev type group. He got a sneak peek and mentioned it to me, and all he had to say is like, hey, there's this pretty cool game show style. And I was like, yes, already, because I've been wanting to be able to use this kind of format forever. I mean, we've talked about it on Easy's Corner, and I mean, I can remember even years, like 3 years ago, probably, definitely either at the Whip or at a Token Smart, we were talking about Hollywood Squares. Maybe it was a Kane Mayfield. Maybe it was me and Kane on Speakeasy, or at some point I remember having a conversation about how great it would be to be able to do like, basically Hollywood Squares, but with all, you pull in some, kind of like, the OGs or some like influencers or whatever, and you put them up and you grill them about, projects that are cool and projects that are lame, and just like it, so I think this format is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Webby3 squares. It's the Webby3 squares.
Oh, yeah, the Webby3 squares. I like it already. Come on down to Easy's Corner and play some Webby3 squares. But yeah, you have different games that you can do. Like right now, I could throw out like a trivia question or something. And then you can also, which is very cool, you can basically add funds to basically like the show wallet. And so rewards can go out from that, instead of like, say you have, I don't know, you have hosts that change and you have co-hosts that change, and you don't want to have, one person necessarily on the hook for like sending out all the rewards, which in general in a Discord, that's kind of how we've had to do it. I think it's really nice to be able to have just a show wallet, event wallet, basically, where me as the host, I'm sure I can put in, but I wonder if others probably, and this is would be a good question that I didn't think of before, but can anybody throw into the reward pot? Like if you were like having a great time at Easy's Corner and I had put as the host $20 of rewards for that day's, like question. Because as you do these, say you're doing a quiz or a challenge, you get points for completing them, right? Or for winning. So I would assume the breakdown of prizes would be, you could probably have it, everything goes to the top earner, or you could split it between the top 3 or the top 10. So it's really nice to have that show wallet and be able to just be like, okay, divide this between XYZ, and have that get sent out. But yeah, I didn't think before that, yeah, like even as a participant or an audience member, someone might be down to be like, oh, I'll throw $5 into that prize pot. This has been entertaining. I want so-and-so to win, and I hope they, you know, get all the big monies. Ooh, wait, let me see. I see people, I see messages in the chat. I don't know if I can. Oh, Paul Menti purchased a bronze Limelight. Nice. What up? That's cool. That also gives you like more, hold on. That gives you like more viewership.
Where?
Inviting Spherical, inviting Paul.
Buy a Limelight. Okay, here we go.
Right. So you get one of those, and I guess it gives you like extra visibility and maybe some other benefits in the, so I'm trying to get everybody invited. Trying to invite Paul here. Oh, nice. I see Musashi in the Token Smart too. If you want to jump over to forti.io, we've got the event going now, and the secret palabra is Token Smart.
I managed to buy, apparently, since bronzes are free,
nice.
There's nothing stopping you from buying multiple bronzes.
Dude, so, I want one.
Yeah, go grab it.
I'm buying one live. $0. I'm totally getting that one. It's 0 with a 0 fee. All right, I got one. That's awesome.
That's right. Now, Paul, is he joining us on stage? He was saying,
buy more. I'm totally lagging because it's odd interacting on here and then looking at the Token Smart. I'm so used to being in the Token Smart and shooting the stuff off to here. Is this IABM? Interesting. I wonder if IABM's Limelight streams.
Okay, I'm going to try and get into Token Smart as well, but you still are getting a little background echo. So I'm going to have to figure out.
Interesting. I've got my
maybe you got
my Discord all muted, definitely. Unless do I have a yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Cool. Yeah, I should have. Oh, let me kill that all the way. Okay. That might have been it. There was still a little volume on my even though my mic was muted, there was a little that I wasn't hearing coming out. Cool. So let's see.
Musashi, Spherical Art, Dragon 8. Great to see you. This is the grand experiment.
Yeah, this is, and also I'm specifically interested to see what music might be like, because there's a little maybe lag on the like video. I don't know what the bit rates are and whatnot.
It's about a 5-second delay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, kind of looks like the same as now. Okay, actually, is this coming in via Twitch then? To Token Smart? I mean, to Discord?
That's a good question. That's a Trizlet question, because I'm not sure if he's taking this like to Twitch and then using that Twitch stream to get to everywhere else.
I think it is.
So Musashi, I just put for like, you know, it's like first name, last name. I put Easy for first name, In Crypto as second name, and then it just populated me as Easy In Crypto. So put like Mu as first name and Sashi as last name or something. You're good. You don't need to use any real nothing. So yeah. Oh, Trizlet's because of Trizlet streaming this out to the everywhere else, I think maybe you can't. Oh, train. Choo. Nice. Can't miss a train. I think maybe because of Trizlet's multiple streamings that he can't necessarily join us on stage here or in the audience today. But I want to try something again. Switch users. Click. Okay, so that wasn't so. Oh, I know. I think I have to change the. Okay, so if I put this, aha. So now felons is over in like the team areas. So I'm actually going to send a question. Next prompt challenge.
I feel a little sideways, man.
Huh. I do think maybe we have to have another player to get the prompt to send.
Yeah, well, Trizlet's in the crowd. Can you just bring him up? Well, definitely try and bring Paula.
So I sent. I've tried. I hit the there's a direct invite which I've hit for Paul a couple of times, and then I also just hit there's like an invite button, generic invite that should invite anybody that's watching to come up into the stands here. And I thought that once I had you in an audience position, that maybe if I tried to do like the prompt, oh, there he is. Woo. Okay, so we've got people on both sides. I'm going to try. Okay, so they're welcome to the show just went out. And now I'm going to see if I'm going to hit the next button and see if the second prompt, which is actually just a little, quizzy question. And like, okay, I'm going to do it. Oh, okay. So what I think I might need to do actually is to bring you guys on stage. So now, okay, so now it just showed up. So that's interesting. I thought that would show up for all the people on the sides. So do you see the challenge?
No.
No? Okay, so it's probably because, so I'll have to try again, refresh. Welcome to the show, and now I'll send the challenge question. Okay, now it should be there.
Oh. Will there be when?
It really should show the full question. I didn't know. So let me, how many Bitcoins in total will there be? I mean, you could probably guess, in total at the end when they're all mined up. Anyone? Oh, the time's running out. Paul, quick, unmute your mic if you know the answer. How many?
I haven't looked lately. Sorry.
Okay, well, it's 21 million. You're getting a thumbs down. And so is Paul. Sorry you didn't unmute your mics. And nobody, look, you both lost with a bunch of crying. Oh, I love the crying. I've never seen that.
Oh my God.
I've only seen the you won. Here, well, let's try this over. I'm gonna say welcome to the show, and then I'm gonna send out a quiz question. There it is. How many Bitcoins in total will there be?
4 million.
Good enough for me. Everybody wins. You won and he won, and there's confettis everywhere.
Yeah. That's really sad. The confetti disappeared so much faster than the
tears. No, yeah, they're just going to stream and keep streaming. There was
wow, I got 10 points. Yay!
Yeah. So those 10 points, there could be a prize if I had thrown in actual USDCs or something into the wallet there. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you press or click on the little leaderboard cup, you'll see the points that have been, accrued.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Thank you, Train. I've got 2 at the same time tonight.
That was a sweet train.
Oh, intense.
So Spherical says his mic won't unlock, and there may be Trizlet, if you want to take down a note that we had the mic unlock issue for Spherical. There is like a certain point when you're signing up, it asks, or when you're logging in, it'll ask do you want to have your mic and camera open now? Because I knew I was going to be hosting. I'm like, yes, just keep it all open. So there might be an issue with if you don't say that at the beginning, maybe there could be some issue with then turning on mic or camera after. So this is all. Oh, and you even said to keep them open. That's weird. Try maybe try just a refresh of this page. If you don't mind, you should just kind of populate back in.
That is me.
That
Or
is
him.
you.
Shall I try as well? Oh, there he is.
No, I want to see. So he's back. He's back, but yeah, he's still without the old Oh,
You
cool!
know,
I can send questions.
he
Yeah.
depends on what kind of computer he's on. He might need to enable
Right, like give it
camera
ultimate
and
permissions as well as your like site permission.
yeah,
Possibly.
on the browser side.
Yeah, I think everything was running pretty smooth. They'd said maybe they had an issue on Android with something, maybe. That could have been from my meeting before, too. Oh, wireless. Nice to see you jumping in over the Discord there. We're checking out a new platform called 4t.io, and there's a link here. The invite code is TokenSmart. Masashi, join us. I'm going to share,
Come on
copy,
down.
and paste the little event thingy again. And interesting. Yeah. So mic icon unresponsive, and with a refresh, I was kind of hoping that might have. I guess you could like leave the event and then join again, maybe. I don't know. It does seem like maybe that could be some small bug we found tonight. So doing our work.
Depends. Is it Chrome or some other browser that you're using there, Spherical? Brave. The unknown. I don't even know how to help you.
Usually Brave. So what's funny is Brave started out, they're all, we're the Web3 browser, but it wouldn't work with like any .io sites or like, like it just wouldn't work. But now they've actually, I think, gotten to be actually much better. I mean, I often do use Chrome because what was it? I think I started back to using Chrome because of like a Decentraland or Sandbox or something when I was doing a lot of playing there, and then I just got used to Chrome again, and then so now I've just been in Chrome for a while.
Well,
oh yeah, Brave does use Chrome extensions.
Secret thing is that Brave is actually based on Chrome code.
Right. Yeah. No, Spherical just said they use the same Chrome extensions. So,
beyond that, it's actually they're
copy paste.
No, the core constructs, but they built something else on top of it. So it's quote unquote more secure and less spammy, or at least grabby of your information.
Right. Nice. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Let's see how a tune comes through on the old 40.
That's dissonant. Did it break your mic or your speakers?
I did good.
Okay, here we go. Let's set a scene then, eh? Do we have somebody else coming on? Did we just hear Spherical speak?
Oh, I think that was still me, but it looks.
Well, okay, here I go. I'm just gonna play. Cheers.
That was a solid last little bang on it. Nice. Yeah, actually sounded plenty good through my little podsies.
Nice. Yeah, well, that's straight through my Mac mic and Mac speakers. So
Pretty
yeah,
impressive, actually, that just a little, laptop mic will pick you up that nicely. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot Jose a little tag. I know he said I'm gonna be joining a little late.
yeah, he's new.
I'm
He's
gonna sass him a
IRLing.
little.
Yeah, just
Um,
toss it into our Magnifico chat.
Oh, I tagged him in the live chat there.
He'll what?
I mean, of course, no.
Oh, is he in the chat yet? Okay.
If he's out, I hadn't seen him in here today, but a little bit before show, he said I forget exactly what he said, but he was like, I'm gonna be joining a little late, running around. He was running an errand, I think.
Tell you what, I'm
he was doing a mission.
I'm gonna drop that link into our little team type
Do
chat.
we?
The Musica
Let's
Magnificos that we are.
Yes.
Join here, Jose.
I want to see if I were to drop, because I don't know. I don't know if you can.
Well, the bummer in all of this is that this is not 40 is not a Web3 native platform. It is, in fact, I don't even see how to connect a wallet. It has a fiat wallet, but
you can do non-cash giveaways. I swear, when I was doing the cash,
is that Musashi is trying to connect, and it's only giving him an option to use Google or his phone, and he doesn't want to do either. Right? It should be Web3 in our realm, so it definitely has earned a demerit. Thank you very much, 40. You need to implement.
They need to add a wallet login.
Wallet login. Otherwise, you will.
But I did see.
Smart.
Yeah, I did see though. Let's see, because I'm just trying to find out where it was. Like, as the host, I can make a game and add rewards. But there was also, I swear, you could do USDC. So there was an option for payout in crypto somehow. So I'm wondering.
I saw that. Yeah. But
so we've got to try and push them towards being more Web3 friendly, like exactly like you said, having a wallet sign in and an account creation through a wallet would be great.
Where was that? I actually did mess with that for a second, but I don't know.
I know now. I'm trying to find where. Sponsors. Was it sponsors?
No, actually, what I needed to do is I actually opened up a separate tab, separate window, and just logged in with 40.io without any extension. So you and then you go into your wallet that way. Because you're logged in at that point, you have access. But
okay. So
now looking. If I want to do add funds, USDC, it does.
Add. So I could add a giveaway, and that currency can be USDC. And I can say, 100 USDC, number of winners 10. Who wins, groups or users, everyone or stage only, prize titles, couple of things you can do, add giveaway. So I don't have. I haven't deposited anything into like my account here, so I can't actually put a live giveaway unless I had put some USDC in it, obviously.
So let's check this. Actually, so Musashi, rather than trying to get to the event directly, go to 40.io alone and connect. Let's see.
Oh, then you can see events.
I'd have to log out first. So
but if you go to 40.io/events, you'll see like Easy's Corner is the first one up there right now.
Right, but I don't know if you can get to that without creating an account, right?
I would hope you. actually, maybe not. I was thinking I would hope that you could watch, just, listen and watch as an anon. And of course, if you're not signed in, you're not going to be able to participate and get the rewards and that kind of stuff.
Well, give me a second. I'm gonna fuck with this. I'm gonna log
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So
See ya.
I
Bye.
yeah. See ya. I definitely think that they need a Web3 login, but I was curious, and I threw it in the chat too. If Musashi can you just create like a Gmail that doesn't have any like real information tied to? I mean, I remember making a couple of different uh, Gmail accounts back in the day, because I wanted like my main one and then like whatever, like the other side hustle one. I sort of thought you could just pretty much make a Gmail without too much information. But if you made one with like even
have
like
to
a
make
fake
one.
ID or whatever, then you could just use that as strictly like, that's just to use for, logging into 40 or whatever, like the places are that require an email. Oh, Jose, password is Token Smart.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
maybe he
didn't
can't hear
finish.
me. But yeah, so
I got
definitely,
distracted.
definitely, I would love to see like a way deeper lean into Web3, whereas right now you've got USD or USDC. Great start having a stable coin, but wouldn't it be cool to be able to put up like Doge or ETH or Bitcoin, or I mean, that would take a little time on their end, I'm sure. But it would be great to at least give the feedback that they're having more payment options in crypto, having the possibility of maybe signing up or logging in with your wallet. Those would be a couple.
Yeah, I think we need to be more specific in this. Is that you cannot create an account with just a Web3 wallet.
Right.
You can, once you have your account with Google or a phone number, you can, connect your wallet, your Web3 wallet, but not as the account creation.
Yeah. Yeah.
which is-
And I mean, that's,
pretty
it's probably, there, as this is, still in somewhat early stages, or they're just kind of getting out and getting people to beta test it. One thing like I had mentioned, or we were talking about earlier, is I was like, oh, okay, cool. So let's see, like if I was going to make a little game, I can do like, you could do a trivia, you can do a quest. And I was like, oh, this would be cool. Like first person to retweet my pinned post. But you can't put a hyperlink into like into the quiz part, because there are so many bad actors and bad links out there that they were like, oh, we decide for now to not have hyperlinks in there. And a way to kind of get around that was like, if you're as one of the sponsors, you can have a link to your Twitter and stuff like that. So there are maybe a couple little workarounds, but they're definitely looking at safety. So maybe that's why they're going for like the verifieds with your email or phone
Got
number.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, Web3, like if you could, and of course anybody can just spin up a wallet, but what if you had to use what if you had to have a Gitcoin passport or some other thing like that we've already kind of been using as a trusted analog for verifying that you are indeed a human person.
What's kind of screwy is that, you can look at the Limelight and then you can see the total number of viewers on the top right. Those are not the same thing. So you can't actually, if you click on viewers, you don't actually see who's there.
Well, I see Easy in Crypto. Oh, inviting Jose. He's not there. Jose, Tom Fellons, Paul Trisbaugh. Yeah, if you go up to the little people. Oh, because I'm the host. Yes.
I don't see
Right.
them. Dang it.
Oh, and we talked about that on the call before. And I mentioned that yes, it would, because that's just the host for now. And I was like, well, you know, what would be really cool is if you could hover over anybody, because as the host, I can hover over anybody and they're gonna come up too. But as a contestant, like, what if somebody on the opposite team is just fucking cracking you up and they're like, you know, they're winning, you're losing, but you're like,
Oh.
damn, dude, that one guy is fucking hilarious. I want to follow him or whatever. You should be able to hover over them, see their
Yeah.
name, or just click like, you know, follow on this platform or whatever. So this is all good, I think, good, valuable feedback for them. And partially why we're, you know, why we wanted to do this over on Easy's Corner with just a small crowd and sort of get a little
Yeah.
feedback. The crowd's a little smaller than I had anticipated, but all good.
Oh, we got a
Let's see.
message.
Yeah, trying to see if I can get Jose. I'm going to invite again.
Well, he's in the system, so.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
so with trying to connect, you need to allow for mic and speakers, or mic and camera rather,
Right.
using Chrome. Oh, getting to a Wi-Fi. Interesting.
And
Is he in via his phone then?
Must be.
Must be on.
And then still not getting Paul to be able to unmute too was kind of an odd one.
Yeah. Can you boot him?
Actually, let's see. I'm gonna try a move to audience. See, I wanted to move him to the side here. Now I'm gonna bring him back or invite back. Oh, that was so. I think it's if
You booted him.
Yeah, but if I have have a limit to the stage users, then you go to the audience. So let me just say one stage. So then, yeah. So if I say one person on stage, obviously that's going to be the main host. I think I can make people co-hosts too, but I'm not sure yet. And then if I go to 2 users on stage, there we go. Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to go to max, which is right now 4, and we should get Jose joining us
kind of random
too when he gets the Wi-Fi.
Where's it's out there. There it is. There it is.
Oh, it's lovely. Look at that red line. Nice.
So out of focus. Oh,
So I got the colors. Woohoo! We got Jose on stage. Oh, I hope he can unmute and on camera too, or we're gonna have to do some real troubleshooting here.
That's a great picture.
That is.
Yeah, so that little spinny logo, by the way, that I created a long time ago, and it's just been sticking in my my Google account all these years. So, yeah.
Nice. That's no, it looked especially great on the black circle because you know when it gets to horizontal there, it definitely looked like the
and I used
oh, Jose is not letting letting Jose use the microphone or camera either. Let's see, how could we troubleshoot this?
There's got to be a way to discuss.
When you join an event, does it?
Actually, I think I know how. Easy, are you using Chrome, Jose? If you are, you should be able to just click in the top. Oh, he's using it now. Are you using? Are you connecting with Chrome on your cell phone or an app? Because you can use Safari or Chrome or from Discord. Well,
So
but you must be connected with a browser now.
Yeah, I'm sure. So the link from Discord should have opened up the browser.
Yeah.
Then you're like putting in the Token Smart code and you're choosing like, yes, access to my camera, which is odd because Paul said that he chose that he clicked like yes, and even like the, because I think it was like this time or leave it always, and since I haven't stopped, and I was like always.
You know,
Yeah,
while we're
try
live, I'm gonna fuck
yeah.
with trying to get in with my phone. So since
Okay,
we're
cool.
doing
No,
live
this is
troubleshooting here, right?
this is basically like live testing
Exactly.
of this new pretty cool platform.
Epic. Awesome.
Yeah, no, I love this layout. I think it could lend itself to a lot of fun
Join live.
in a few different ways. Okay, I see Jose is back.
Okay, this could be deadly. So I'm gonna mute.
Okay, uh-oh. What's gonna happen? This is cool. There's also a lot of sorry, I know that that's just got really boring for a second. I just was seeing on the event like manager page, there is a whole slew of stuff too, and like yeah, your wallet to be able to connect and whatnot. Being able to do your prizes. But like yeah, there's a huge amount from like the games you play to the guests to your co-host to your restreams and your giveaways.
Can you hear me now? Check.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did connect with my phone, and it went through. Of course, I did use Chrome. I did use the standard login, and with that, it prompted me to allow mic. But of course, I'm on an iPhone, not a.
Right.
I think Jose's
Droidal.
a droidal. So different permissions involved. So I'm gonna go back to browser. So
Yeah,
cool.
I have a little echo with you on the phone, but yeah, it actually just makes me want to sing droidal, 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 I made it out of clay, and when my droidal's ready, my droidal I will play. Huh.
You know what I'm gonna have to do
Actually a
because of that?
Dreidel song, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm back.
Nice.
Oh, that's funny. Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
I thought I muted actually. That's funny. So yes, you were hearing me both through my computer audio and my phone audio at the same time.
Well,
why you had duplicate. That's
I
weird.
still hear me. Nope, it ended. Yeah, so that yeah, you had them open on both or something. But the weird thing is I haven't seen you show up as a like viewer again. I've got Jose's back, myself, and Paul. It's funny because I hear you and I see you, but you didn't like repopulate on the list, which is funny because you like joined as yourself on another device and then came back.
Right.
And so that did confuse it somehow.
Whacked it out.
Also, they definitely told me because I had an event running that was just called Easy. It wasn't Easy's Corner. It was like Easy's Test or something. And they were like, definitely don't press start on the next event unless you've absolutely ended your current event, or it just makes a heap of problems. So there's definitely things they're still working on. I think this is interesting. I don't know if Trizlet is still here. I'll try to remind him because I think he was making kind of notes. If we did break stuff, like what, and so that's an interesting
So
piece
looking at
where
Limelight shows the 40 squad. Is in your viewers, is the 40 squad there?
I don't see. Let's see, online. Let's guess.
Just we're down to 3 now.
Yeah, no, I'm showing just 3 too. Yeah, I didn't see the 40 squad.
right.
Although they were there earlier, I think. And that was homie who we were on with before. And then also in the chat, which this is cool too. You can have the all chat or the stage chat, so that the hosts or anybody on stage has a private chat too, which is very nice, because you don't have to go look at your Discord DMs or something while you're hosting here to be like, yeah, send me that in DMs. No, just use the stage chat. So that's also actually pretty awesome. And I know it sucks
So
that
I just
we
noticed
might
Trizzle just reported that his desktop crashed and all the streaming went down. That's why he just disappeared.
all good, all good. I think that maybe we may just call it quits for Forty tonight and jump over to the Discord so that we can include Jose and Paul if he wants to share anything. So I am going to go ahead and close this event, and I will get fully live on Discord. So see you guys over there.
No. Bye.
You hear me? Test, test. I hear you, Jose. Try joining, but I think that it's because I'm on phone that it's not working right. It's giving me a message. I shared the message on the live stage. What is that app about? Curious. I was just able to join a few minutes back.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, the question was what is that app? What is it is about?
Say that again. I didn't understand.
40. What is 40? What is 40?
The app. Yeah, 40 is a new discovery between what was it, you Easy, or was it Trizlet that brought the attention to it? Easy or Mike? Check, check, check. Um, I'm screwing around with something right now, so I'll be back. I'm trying to put up a background.
Hey,
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 it's
sorry,
Trizlet.
I was so yeah, 40 was it was an experiment I wanted to try because I was introduced to them like last week because they went through this third web startup accelerator with me that I
Oh,
was trying to
really?
do with. So
Cool.
they're like brand new, like just launching, but apparently they've got some big names that are coming to like some of their investment they're using to like get some big KOL type guys to come and use their platform to like do presentations and stuff. So they wanted to get some feedback, and then the minute I started playing with it, I was like, holy cow, this would be really cool. Some of the shows that we try to do. So that was what got me like, easy, we should give this a shot, sort of thing.
Right. Nice. Yeah, definitely pounded on it pretty well here. So hopefully I didn't disparage it too bad. I mean,
Yeah,
demerits.
no, it's funny because I mean, the guy behind it is pretty cool. The team seems all right, but some of it's like, everybody's got an idea in their head
raw.
of what they think their product's going to be used for, right? And it's like, I was like, oh, I started saying, oh, I could see how I could cross stream this to this, and I could pull other people in from this community. And like the minute I started talking like that, he was like, oh wow, we didn't think of any of those use cases. So like, oh no, like I got to get you
Yeah.
over to Token Smart. We'll break it. We'll break it good.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely should have been. Well, I guess somebody was logged in earlier, right? But he ran for the hills. At least we didn't start doing, you know, picks. But we
Good.
can't. It's a feature. Yeah.
I can only hope that their server logs got overloaded with things, right, that they can dig through, and their dev guys can.
Right. I'm trying to find a good background to use in my Discord thing because I kind of wanted to have the let me see. Yeah, here we go. Kind of a beach theme. Let me see. We got a palapa.
Yeah, easy. Your audio's not coming through if you're talking.
Here we go. So I'm going live with my palapa. Here we go.
Ah, check you out.
Come on.
It's on vacation.
On location. Yeah. Oh, I need a green screen. It's bleed through. Too much light. Give me a second.
And Musashi brought up some good points though about the other one. Like, yeah, you know, it's interesting because like crypto, like we all, it's a big deal to stay anonymous. I mean, it is. You know, people who pretend like it's not, like maybe you've never actually had like. Isn't that the whole thing? Like, whenever they talk about freedom of speech or like the ability, like, if you're not afraid of that being taken away, maybe you're not saying anything important, right? Like,
Right.
like, yeah, like, why do you need to be anonymous, right? What are you doing something bad? I'm like, does it matter? Like, I just don't want everybody up in my biz. Like, shouldn't
For
that be
some
enough?
people, yeah. And others like me who just kind of thrown caution to the wind. But it's all good. Yeah, we're basically doing what we do, and I certainly decided, I don't know if you know the story, but I was talking to one of the first people that I got into the world of music in Web3, and it was Tim Ellis, Jack's Hideaway, and he basically, I was talking to him about, well, everybody's got an alias. I got to come up with an alias. He said, dude, if you don't use felons, I'm going to. And so I kind of begrudgingly just used it. And here I am. And so it's his fault.
I've gone live on so many things and all that. I've been doing it for years. Like, I doxed myself so long ago that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not doing anything I'm ashamed of or worried about, but I can see why, like, even still, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm like, I don't like hiding behind the Trislet moniker occasionally, when I want to, like.
Right. Who's actually watching? We have no idea. Now, did you spark up all the socials again? So
yeah, so we're back.
Platforms are we live on?
Yeah, we're back on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. We were before. It was the 40 that was sending out, so it wasn't capturing the chat like I normally do.
Right.
That definitely, because the 40, like earlier, like I started with easy like an hour before. I was like, we're gonna jump in, we're gonna test it. So I was in there. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to. They've got like features. It says to stream to Twitch. I'm like, oh, I've got to test Twitch channel. Let's test it. Nothing works. So I'm like talking to their devs. I'm like, nope, it's not streaming to Twitch. And they're like, oh, we haven't really tested Twitch. I'm like, okay, well, so that's not gonna work. It's like. So I was sort of like, I used like my streaming laptop to stream into this laptop, and then this laptop I shared while sending the feed from here out to Twitter, right? So I'm like, oh crap, I just kicked myself off, and now I can't actually participate in the tester conversation. But
Right. Well, I'm just okay. Here we go. I decided to check out how our stream is going on YouTube. So this is cool.
Check, check.
There you
Let me
are.
be back.
Yeah.
Jesus. That was like 10 minutes of just like swapping devices, quitting, leaving. I don't know why sometimes Discord gets so finicky with the audios, but at least I'm back. I was ready to freaking throw all my devices out a window. I'm like, what the hell? We're live. It was just all working.
It's funny you should say that. I was just regaling Fallons about our adventure trying to figure out 40 before the show, and it's like trying to flip
Right.
back and forth, and then me trying to figure out the stream and trying to like we can make it
It's
work like most of
yeah.
the time, right? But
Yeah. And I think that there's definitely some really cool possibilities and opportunities in just that kind of the layout and the smoothness of kind of being able to have your like host stage chat and your regular chat, and like it seems like a really good start, like the kind of fluidity that it can give to an event, whether that's again it could be a DAO session, or it could be a roundtable or an interview, or like the quizzes and game stuff, AMA type thing. Like I think there's a lot that it would lend itself to. I do think that the Web3, some sort of Web3 sign-in would be awesome, or not only sign-in but like registration. And I know that that like with just a wallet is pretty loose. But maybe if there's some sort of, yeah, I own this wallet and this wallet has voted, it's on chain that I've actually done something. It's not just a brand new wallet. So like whatever, come try to snag a little prize money for. Maybe something like that could work.
It's interesting because I think they're a product of the times in some ways. Like I was just having this conversation earlier because I was trying to figure out some community engagement stuff for Elite Labs, and we were talking about like things don't feel dead in this space. Like they feel like they're like moving and stuff is happening, but there's this like weird underlying, like people are scared because of the economy, or like Zach stuff. They're not sure what's going to happen. There's an election coming, and they're like, is this going to hurt or help me? Like, so everybody's so like, they're just not moving forward. They've got ideas. They're just not like, yeah, like, nope, everything is going to be KYC. It's like, if you don't have a phone number, sorry, you can't use my platform, because I'm so scared of opening that door that I'm not going to move forward. So
in 4 months, I could be like facing some SEC lawsuit, or like it's
right
to have that in the atmosphere.
That's
but
what,
we're just
yeah,
not
that's
past that point yet.
Yep. So that's the vibe I'm getting, and it was cool being in that third web thing, because it was like, I think there was 90 other companies in there. Like half of them got through the month, and at the end we had like Builder Day where everybody was showing off. We were giving feedback. Like there's some cool stuff coming out. Like, but everybody's keeping secret, and they're not talking about it because they're afraid of that stuff. So
yeah,
it made me bullish on one side, and that, man, there's a lot of cool stuff going, but also like fearful for the future, because I'm like, the fact everybody's so scared right now, like I don't know, it wears on you, right?
Totally. And yeah, like just like even it's like, and I mean totally off topic, but we're at Easy's corner. I've just like, I noticed that when, especially in election years, and within like, as you get closer and closer to like that, like 4, 3, 2, 1 month till like election, and obviously it pertains to the United States, things get hairy, dude. People, like, there's way more mass shootings, and like just like everything from like economics to like health. It's like it's another layer of like amplification and stress, like every 4 years when we get to this kind of time in the cycle, like things get even more hectic.
Wow, that's really interesting. It's insightful too, because you're absolutely right. Like everybody talks about, it's different this time or whatever, but I'm like, I don't know. Most of these cycles seem to not be exactly the same, but they're definitely like close enough that
Very similar. Yeah. I mean, okay, when's the last election where you didn't hear this is the most important election of our lifetime? Of course, because every time it is, because that's the moment you're in. Like, you're not living 50 years ago. That election wasn't as important because it was in the past. So, like, I mean, there's just so much that, like, ah, man, I wish we could have some kind of better political system, and maybe blockchain will help us get there someday.
right. It reminds me of the yeah, where is it? We need this meme, right? It's like, this is the worst day ever. No, this is the worst day of your life so far. Like,
Nice. That is classic. Well,
So
now that we're
anyway, that's
also
my off-topic rant.
nice, I like it. Now that we're also purely back over here on Discord, maybe we can. Well, I don't know Jose if he's on Wi-Fi yet. I know he was heading that way, but I'd love to hear from Jose too.
I have Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi now. Have been listening to the rant. Interesting times, and it's so accurate. Like here and now is the real deal. And well, it's nice to hear you tonight. I was more like a spectator, and I had a great return to Web3 this week. Sharing, promoting my projects. I spent out of you a lot, like a lot. And
Yeah.
I have been knocking doors every day, and I have been receiving great donations. The music onboarding machine has around like $300, and looks
Nice.
like it's going to match $500 worth of crypto. We will see tomorrow that things calibrate again. And the
Yeah.
Wotoha community also has like 200 of donations and 200 of matching funds, which is
Right.
amazing. And I have been promoting, especially on Favor. I got like a purple check verified on Favor, so
Oh, nice.
I'm posting on Favor, and then I boost my post, and it's shared on Lens and Wordcast, and I have been promoting there. But also then I join Orb, and I post in a community, and then I go to Wordcast and I post in a channel, and I'm doing a lot of rewiring in the same communication that I do across different channels, which is super useful. I feel like I'm being a bot, and um, I have been connecting with a lot of people, and that also got me into having uh, voice chats about some ideas. I don't know how much I can share, but uh, I had a meeting about a potential like music guild, really early
Nice.
project. I was being told. Uh, it was interesting, and I had dedicated thought to that previously. So I had a talk with one of the persons involved, and it was pretty nerdful. And I'm also connecting with the other project. I can't remember the name currently, but looks like I'm going to start collaborating there. And it's basically a project that onboards NPOs to Web3, and they are going to start having this process of onboarding with different NPOs. And yeah, they will need onboarding to Web3 and different like uh, tasks to be done. So I'm connecting there. Hopefully, I
Nice.
already told them about Token Smart. Hopefully, we can have them soon to chat more, because it was a really interesting project. It was like, uh, yeah, a great progress on like DAOs and coordination. It seems like they have learned from previous mistakes of previous DAOs, and they want to come up with a structure that can flow and have some more sustainability. So to me, that was cool to connect with. And Yeah, it have been pretty nice. I have been studying a lot of these things, and I have been connecting also with nouns. Are you familiar with nouns, guys?
Yeah, nouns DAO.
Yeah,
Noun
they've been around a
that
while.
yeah, there's a lot of nouns slash something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the rounds, I don't know if you remember the rounds. By the way, I got some rewards from the purple round of social impact public goods on Octane, on Warpcast, and Purple. You got me. At the end, I got some of that reward bounty they had, and I was checking the other rounds, and looks like Nouns has a lot of content creation bounties where they distribute up to like half ETH, 2 ETH, 5 ETH. They have different like quests, and I was thinking on joining, like, to do some content creation. So I have been like also studying about them, grabbing some resources, connecting, especially with the Spanish communities. I'm connecting with some nouns Spanish communities, and yeah, just engaging. So it has been great to connect after the moon dances in this week. It had been like a lot of movement, but everything had turned super great. I'm really glad with everybody who have been supporting the project. This is the last day to donate, and it have been super nice. Actually, the support looks like we are one of the top tier projects getting donations, and it's great. Even though I wasn't able to join like Twitter Spaces, Giveth Twitter Spaces, Let's Grow Twitter Spaces, I'm not able to join anymore because the VPN, it's not like allowing me to do it. It's a mess. So
Mm.
I'm curious to try this tool 40 that you were showing, Priestley, because I'm already blocked from Twitter and I want to like explore again, like the Web3 ecosystem. And yeah, I was reading also about your thoughts on uh, KYC, and I don't know how would it be actually. I'm
Yeah,
already lost.
that's. I mean, it's interesting because it's just like, I mean, to Masashi's point, like he's made it his life to like stay off grid and make it a point that it's like, hey, if I mean, this could be the next $1 million bag that'll make him set for life, and he's still like, nope, not doing it because I refuse to give up on that. And this, crypto is a great. It's been an amazing place for people who want to live like that. But man, the more regulated things get, the more like bigger it gets. Like some of that stuff seems to be sliding away, and it's like, I mean, I don't like it, but half the time, like I want to continue building in the space. So it's like I don't know how much ability we're gonna have to fight it if you want to stay relevant at some point. I don't know. It's a hard one, right?
Yeah. It feels like the instead of being able to participate broadly and be anonymous with like an ENS and a PFP, it seems like like it's going to get pushed to be like a small corner of like the ecosystem that you can participate in still once more regulations and stuff come in. I mean, it's because even without any of that, and maybe it's because it's so ambiguous, like we were saying before, that people are just like, no, sticking to like whatever I think is gonna keep me, safest within the letter of the law, which isn't there. So maybe, and this is like being like very like wishful thinking, maybe some of the regulations that we get would actually allow for anonymous use, but I think that's being very like best case scenario.
Yeah, the problem
Probably
is
it'll
that
be
the
more
current
limited.
administration, the people that are currently in there are not going to do that.
They don't like
So,
anonymous anything.
no. So if we want any chance whatsoever of that being changing, like basically everybody who's currently in office needs to not be in office, from what I'm gathering, because none of them are taking action
Yeah.
to do anything about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, agreed there. Pretty much across the board, flush them, and get new ones in. But we've seen how long that can take. Jesus, they hold on to
Well,
power until they're like
it's all
having
fear
brain
mongering is the
aneurysms.
problem. Like
Yeah.
I hate it when it's so hard when you're talking to people who haven't taken the time to research more, because it's like first thing that comes to it is like, well, you're all obviously drug dealers, right? Why else? I'm like, so
Right.
there's quite a lot more actually. There's a lot of other stuff going on. It's like, nope, don't want to hear it. Like that's what I've been told. That's what you do. So that's what you do, and that's end of conversation. It's like, I don't know where I go with that.
Yeah, and the fact that sticks, because that was the message pushed out by our administration, says that this is for illegal activity, either terrorism or drugs and dark web, which actually is the opposite, because the majority of blockchains are like super easy to track where the money goes. So unless you're on some kind of privacy chain that, like, most of those got shut down anyways, yeah, it's all out in the open. So yeah, and the people, you could try to explain that, and they just you're not the government official saying this is good or this is bad. You could be an expert in the field, but they'll take just a news blip over an expert in the field's opinion.
I mean, that's a great point. I've definitely brought that up, and people don't. It's just, yeah, if I was actually in the business of trying to like commit serious crimes, there's no way I would use Bitcoin for it. Like, how easy it would be to trace back to me? I just use cash. What? Bring
Absolutely,
a briefcase
dude.
of cash and hand it over. Done. Like,
Cash is so easy to clean, dude. Like, God, I mean, you just go like, look at some like, any old like coffee shop that never has anyone in it, or like literally a where you go to wash your laundry, the old laundry mat. A lot of those are used for washing monies. It's like, you take cash out here, you stick it into that account, you take it out and you stick it into that account, and you're pretty much washed. It's silly to think that crypto is better for washing money. Of course, you could use it just like anything else. You sell someone this at a certain price, and you've got that money supposedly clean. So yeah, you could do that with a piece of crypto art, or you could do that with a physical piece of art, or countless ways to do it with cash versus with crypto.
yeah. It's interesting. I mean, it's cool being here, talking to people, who are on this side of it, because it's fun, and I'm trying to not. Lately, I've really been trying to get in a better mental state. Like, I need to stop think like that negative stuff doesn't help. You want to be more positive. It's hard to stick with that when you're like, you see that stuff outside. This is the old now that we're experts on this, whenever you see an article, like, you can see how clearly biased it is, and it's a principle, right? Where it's like the minute you start seeing it, you're like, oh man, I know a lot about this, and they're lying through their teeth. Like, I don't know a lot about this. Could they be lying about that too? I don't know. That's what causes you to start questioning everything.
Totally. And yeah, as soon as like there's the right like sentiment starting, then you get your whatever, the famous sports commentator or an actor or a this or that. It's like, it's incredible how much sway just like famous people have, when they're so not like even in your own reality. Like it's just weird how that works. Like, some freaking like I don't know, Brad Pitt or like Oprah or whatever, they they're talking about it, it's all good.
We want to talk about P. Diddy if we're gonna be here, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's classic. Like, I saw and it was just like, you know, it was things that were like coming up in like my YouTube shorts or something, and it was like you know, the Kamala Oprah thing, and then like next to that was like from the other side it was like, you know, showing like Oprah and P Diddy, like, you know, like hugging and kissing or something, and then it's like, yeah, like this is definitely the person you want to listen to about your morals, right?
Right.
It
It's
was
it's
like,
similar
yeah,
to that old Weinstein stuff, right? Where they're like
totally.
everybody who ever was on a plane with him now is guilty by association. Like, I don't know, maybe it's possible some of those people actually didn't know what was happening and stuff, but it's like just the mere fact you ever were on this guy's plane or you ever shook his hand means you're
Yeah,
guilty by
or
association, which is why people are
and
asking for the lists to be released, right? Like,
exactly. And when it's beyond just like, oh yeah, like I was like on a plane, you're like, you know, um, literally bringing like, you know, Weinstein, like, you know, oh, here's this new like young up and coming actress that I wanted to introduce you to. That's just wrong. You know, like so there's people like in those positions too, and they just, yeah, I mean, you know, they're pretty much untouched. I mean, I don't know what they put Diddy on like the same suicide watch in the same spot that they had Epstein on. You know, he got murdered and we didn't see that list. Ghislaine is just like, I don't know what she's doing, like probably time in her mansion with like a little bracelet at home. None of her lists came out. So you know, I've definitely seen like, oh, like everybody's going down when the P Diddy list come out. I don't know. We'll see. Wild times.
yeah, man. What are you playing, felons? What is that?
He's
We all need to
flying.
jump in there. Yeah, we all need to jump in there and fly around.
Yeah, I'm just sticking around with this thing called GeoFS, geo-fs.com, and it's a free. Well, you have to buy the $10 a year subscription for the HD GPS stuff, but it is like right now I'm landing an A380 Airbus on a carrier outside of the Golden Gate
I don't
for
think
some
they
reason.
usually do that.
Okay. It's a feature. I mean, it's a challenge. There you go.
All
It's
right.
a rite of passage to be able to land a A380 on a carrier.
Are those all other flyers like that we see coming by? Those are like real people playing too. I saw like other planes like coming in for landings or takeoffs. You're
Yeah, are we
muted,
able to
fellow.
like?
I've seen Felons has played a couple other times. And I remember him doing like a really cool fly through like maybe it was like a jet or something, like flying through like the valleys. It's pretty cool. I still haven't tried it. But so I think Jose said today's the last day for the giveth. I assume that means it probably cuts off soon. I think I got all my gives in that I can afford this round.
Yeah, it's the last day of the round. I think there are like
Did we just lose Jose?
I think maybe.
We lost your audio there, Jose.
Oh, I was just actually looking on the 40 like landing page. I see it looks like maybe it's for tomorrow, elite team.
uh
Is that
50 people donating
oh, we
$1,
got Jose back.
something like that.
Oh, you're back, Jose. Your audio is out for the last couple of minutes, so we didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't remember what I say. It was like it's more effective for the first donors to send like like como digo, I don't know how to say it. Even on Spanish, I'm like twisted in my tongue. Uh, it's like the more people donate, the better. It doesn't even matters like the amount. That's what I figure.
Mm.
Like the more people with a Gitcoin passport that donates $1. I saw one of the projects that has like $100 or $200 in donations, but they have $1,000 in matching funds, and
Whoa.
that happens because they have a lot of different people donating. So the more people donate, like the more quadratic funds you can get.
Right. We've got to get for at least for the next round, I think we should try and do a push, because we were doing kind of a push for like try to get people to give $5, because that like ups it into the quadratic. They get the give backs and or the the lottery tickets. But maybe the message should actually be stronger towards just everybody, anybody that can go give $1, because if that's going to actually impact more the quadratic, then that's more important than like getting
Yeah,
the
you're
one
totally right.
person's quadratic to match, right? You
You
get
nailed
a
it.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a
So
great conversation with somebody today. I'm not going to say the name, especially because I can't remember who he was, but he told me something like, "Oh, you are on Giveth. Sorry, I'm not going to support you. It's not personal, but I don't support Giveth." And I told him like, "Can I ask why?" And he told me like, and he sent me a picture. I cannot share it right now because it's on Twitter and I don't have VPN on my cell phone. But the picture, it was like it was like a thermometer. A thermometer. It has two sides. On one side it was like a good side, and the other was like a plastic side. And in these seed circles that were distributed among the line, you had like different practices of donations. And basically he didn't like Giveth because all these mechanisms they are using, uh, what causes is dynamics of circle jerking, right? Like you get the people donating between each other in a way that is not that organic, because as you said, the message of donation, of altruism, it goes like desvirtuated. Desvirtuated, it does exist. Desvirtuose, no virtuoso.
uh in virtuous
In
uh
virtuous.
but I mean, and if I can just kind of make a small comment while you're saying his point, that doesn't like, yeah, I can see that point of view, but take a time travel with me back to like 2019. All there was a circle jerk of artists buying each other's work. There wasn't a bunch of new money coming in. It was friends buying friends' work, and it was circular, and it wasn't a lot of money, but that's how the whole space basically freaking started. So it is a somewhat organic way. You have a small group of people that want to support each other, want to support public, positive public goods in general. So yeah, it's gonna be in that early phase, at least, it's going to be a small group of people supporting each other, basically, until you can get more eyes on seeing the outcome that these small group of people have been able to do supporting each other would lend itself to massive positive goods if, more of the general public were able to throw in a buck or two here. So, I mean, you can continue with his point of view, but it's not a super strong argument against using the platform yet, at least.
Yeah, at the same time, at the same time, all the platforms of quadratic function has something that I don't like. And if I
Hmm.
go that deep, I have a critic for everything.
Right.
So it's like I want to experiment with the technology. I'm being part of this stage. I had my own concerns with this mechanism, and what I got told by the Giveth team it was that they needed to try this in order to have at least something to say. It's not work. It doesn't work because when we did it, we got this and this and this was the feedback. But you know,
Hmm. Yeah, nothing's going to be just magical from the start. You generally, especially with new technologies, you have to iterate. So you try something and then you try to improve it. Sometimes, yeah, this just doesn't work. But I think with something like Giveth, they're trying different ways of kind of rewarding the people that are participating. I don't know how much they're trying to tweak like these statistics of like if 5 people give $20 or if 100 people give $1, how much more should the $101 be? Is that project really have a much higher quality, or was it just being seen more often? And actually, the project with fewer donators but higher donations might have a bigger impact or a higher quality project. So they've got to try these different things and see what works and refine over time.
yeah, they actually made like a survey for the donors to compile data, and I know that inside the structure of the project, there's different perspectives, and it's like uh, it's complex
Yeah.
to uh, to work on this on all these topics, and I think that you will always like will move the waters, and will move like uh, the feedbacks, and it's like this person who gave me this feedback, he has a project on Gitcoin that works somehow similar, you know. So
Hmm.
it and we both has projects on Artisan that is like the shadiest. Like I still don't understand it,
Yeah.
So it's like he has these concerns. I totally support them. I have the same, but it's like I'm trying to connect with opportunities that are not. It's not a like disalignment with what with social impact, and I think that they are also trying and experimenting. But artisan is the opportunity that I'm going to start having more focus maybe for the next month. The artisan it's already available, and you can buy the artifact. I remember that Felens followed.
Oh, we lost him again.
We did lose
Check,
him.
check, check. You guys hear me?
Yes,
I'm
I hear
using mobile
you.
data
I
now.
hear you.
Okay. Jose, are you back?
I'm using mobile data now, so I don't get lost. I was saying that artisan, like you checked once like where the money goes, and you told me that it was something like suspicious. So I'm taking like my chances on that platform. I don't really know how it works. Um, but I remember Stellabel once. Uh, Made a space with Renee, the founder of this project, and I remember she said good stuff. So it's somehow I have a thumbs up from one of the Web3 artists that are doing stuff. So it's like I'm taking my chances too with that. But at the end, all of them are like early stages of projects, and I believe that they will come more like doing the things as they want it, or as they visualize, and I don't know if there will happen an integration, but actually there's a couple of projects that are trying to do like automatic streaming into Gitcoin and Giveth and quadratic funding donations from you name it platforms, like hyper structures for donation streams. And I don't know how it will be, but that also is connecting cool people in the refi space. There's a lot of refi things happening. I don't know if you are aware, guys, but looks like there's going to be a refi activity in the states. Can't remember where. I would say Los Angeles, but I ignore actually. But it might be interesting to check it out. Thank you, Spherical Art. Just made the most recent donation to the project. Uh, Appreciate it, man. Thank you for fueling the dream. Thank you, everybody, for donating. Actually, you are making me able to move on my art, to do the onboarding, and to be able to show my community locally that we can do more things together. And that's huge. That's incredible. I'm super happy about it.
Awesome. Much love. I was trying to get my favor going, but and I did the form and everything. But when I went to the favor app, it kind of like, I don't know. It was like trying to just okay, favor creator request to join the group. Okay, so now I've wrong thing. When I went to open the app, it basically just like had me, kind of creating an account there. When I thought through this like creator form that was submitted, I would receive some, I don't know, either email or something from them.
I don't remember if I received the mail. It's more like one day I checked and I got a purple check on the profile. And I don't know if
Mm,
you fill that form after the deadline. I really hope not.
yeah, I don't know.
Uh, but I know that a favor will start like making an airdrop like tomorrow, and like this upcoming month will be really important for them in terms of distribution. Now I tell you that you have a lot of opportunity to connect because there's a lot of bots, and if you start sharing content, don't be shy and share it to me because I have a lot of points and stuff to distribute in the day, and I sent everything to the little community that I have there, and they don't tweet that much. So if you start like using it,
Hmm.
I can like give you a little boost, maybe give you a retweet through my account and do some
Cool.
organic boost. I don't know, but almost all these it's almost all like bots, to be honest, in
Yeah,
all the platforms.
yeah,
In all the platforms. Yeah, and the reach
I
is so
agree.
silly. The reach is so silly in all the platforms. The most better way to connect is DMs and concerts. That have been my thoughts. That is my learning process. Took me there.
Yeah,
Looks like
yeah.
today was existential summer birthday, and looks like Co was planning on doing like told me about the birthday impact concert, but I think that things didn't went as planned. But
Ah,
yeah, I'm super down to do that. Impact birthday concerts or just the impact concerts.
yeah.
I think they are the most effective way to do promotion, and we can create of the culture of the distribution of that impact information in that way as we did with digital street music. Like we started doing something because we thought we saw the possibility, and you had a big impact in my life, the Token Smart community, the concerts. And in the same way, I think that same idea can grow into highlighting impact projects and actually doing some research on those projects to actually speak about them with meaning, and not just doing a shitty shilling like in all the Twitter space I enter every day. And bring out something cool, something punk, at least the first ones, till we get corporate and we start doing urban music, and then we won a Grammy. You know how it is.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, but it's interesting how everything has that tendency to go corporate somehow, and I don't know uh, how not to do that. I think Web3 allows that, and people are pivoting again to Web2. I don't know. I don't know. Hey guys, I'm going to go. I have little battery. Thank you so much for existing, listening to you guys, your opinions, your criteria is better than my TV. You have never saw my
Yeah.
TV here, but I can tell that I receive great information thanks to all of you. Doesn't matter the topic; it's always shared with so much level, and I'm happy about that to be able to listen to all of that. So, thank you for this Monday, and see you in along the week. I will be really active. Let me know if you want to have a voice chat. Let me know if you want to coordinate something. Let's co-create work in progress.
Definitely. We'll be talking to you
Absolutely.
soon.
Yeah,
Definitely great to hear from you, Jose. Yeah.
Yeah, glad you
yeah,
could
and
join.
I'll be a little more online this week too. Last couple of weeks was like traveling and then catching up with family time and celebrating birthdays and stuff. But back to hitting the metaverse streets a little harder. I did, Jose. I did actually just get in basically to favor. So obviously, first thing I did was follow you, and I was trying to like repost your thing, but honestly, it's going to be a little tiny bit of a learning curve here. But I did make a comment. I might have reposted it. I have to obviously find some communities to join so I can post in those areas and stuff. So I'm gonna check this out and try to get a little bit of action and maybe be able to get some of that airdrop.
About the airdrop, I wanted to share that looks like there's an upcoming airdrop with Jumper Exchange. Have you used that?
Mm, Jumper? I'm not sure.
Jumper Jumper.exchange.
I don't think so. Maybe, but it's not something I've used, at least not in the last year or
Oh my
something.
god. I use that stuff like Uniswap in 2017. I use that stuff
Mm,
every day to swap tokens and to have everything in USDT before cashing out or whatever. Like I'm a super user of that platform, and looks
nice.
like they are going to make an airdrop, and I wasn't aware, but looks like through the months, through the year, I was farming points each month, and I have a good level, not like a super whale, but I
Right.
hope I hope a Uniswap miracle again. Why not? Why not desire the best?
Awesome. Yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jumper Exchange. Maybe there's time to connect with that. Non financial advice at all, but it has been a great tool for me, and I know it's a tool that it's used in the DAO sphere a lot. So it might be something
What's
interesting
the
to watch.
what's the website? Do you know?
I'm going to grab the URL. Give me a moment.
You got me playing this thing now, but how do you find other people, man?
Yeah, it's
Holy
pretty
what?
awesome.
The game?
It's the I put the link on it in our chat. It's the GOFS flight simulator.
I'm also gaming a lot. Like a single game that I'm enjoying so much. It's actually the first game I buy. a patron bought it for me, and I sent him crypto. And the name is Project Zomboid. And oh my god, I love it. It's like grabbing resources, uh, having your base, and surviving like a zombie apocalypse. But it's like The Sims at the same time. I'm just super hyped with that game. If you want to
Does he have
game
like
that,
a server running? Because that's a fun one. I've played that. It's been a while, but I had a friend who had a server for a while, and a group
oh
of
my
us would
god,
join it.
it will be my
See,
dream to play with you, man. I will love it. Like I'm waiting for to have friends there. I'm making friends. Actually, you know what I did the other day? I went into a role-playing server and I bought a guitar, and then I started playing music and I got tips in the currency in game. And I was like, "What?" For a moment I thought like it would be amazing to have a Project Zomboid server that is crypto, because the game is so fucking great. I mean, it's super nerd. I don't know if that's a possibility, but I will totally be inside a Project Zombie game that is connected to crypto.
You know, talking about building apps and games, have you guys seen much about Frames? There's the let me think. Where did
I
that
got
go?
banned from Slingshot DAO yesterday.
Oh no. What? Oh,
Where?
was it? I got banned because my name had crypto in it, but of course they then fixed that. Yeah, I haven't been over there much. Just I've been busy, and yeah, like even my account was like suspended for a little
Yeah.
while. They're like,
I
how did
was
that happen? I'm like, I don't know. You
I
guys
was
blew it, obviously.
I was on a Slingshot DAO, and I was sharing like as usual in the random chat as usual I do, and
Yeah.
then I got some moderators like telling me like, "Sir, you cannot do this," and it was like, "Sir," and I was like, "Who are these
What?
guys?"
Yeah.
Like, and so I told them like, "Who are you?" Like I'm always sharing this, and I started tagging like Kento,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, I was like, they told me like, "Please open a ticket," and I was like, "I'm not going to open a ticket." Like, like I was really pissed off because previously I have saw like that kind of behavior in other projects, and I don't pass
Yeah.
it. I don't pass it. And I told them like, where is the community? And I told them a couple of things, and they silenced me for like 2 days, 24 hours.
That's a dumb move on their part. Yeah, they've got some like I don't know why. They have like they had hired some like corporate people to do like their Twitter spaces and stuff, which is fine. They've got like, these professional gamers and stuff that should pull in more, more of a crowd. But then when they like bring those people over to try and run the Discord, it loses all of the vibes. And it's yeah, they plug in a bunch of bots and just like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it felt that so corporate that it remembered me to Ocean Floor Music, a music project I worked with for like 3 months, and they paid me only one.
Hmm.
And those guys, they were so corporate that nothing can grow there that is related to community, because
Right.
it's more like the usual branding of community, like be part of the Doritos community, something like use our product, but not like bond with the people that is creating doing lifestyle with this technology, that is like a different approach. Yes, there is product, yes, there is service, but they come with a narrative that is rich itself, because the meaning, and then looks like they don't know that, they don't know about meaning, and
Yeah.
then everything becomes superficial. It's a formula, and
Yeah.
it's like we can do better. We can really do better.
Yeah. I agree. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully Slingshot can kind of recover, lean a little bit back more towards, community engagement and less just trying to get these like, oh, we're gonna get these like KOLs that are gonna bring us these great numbers. And a bunch of scammers. Like a bunch of scammers came in, impersonated me on Twitter, and I lost my Twitter account. That happened right when they tried to go corporate and just run a bunch of Zeely campaigns and bring in a bunch of people that don't really care about the project. They're just trying to get like a few bucks of an airdrop.
Yeah, I think the gaming industry can do something really good. I'm waiting for a type of a MOBA game like League of Legends on crypto.
Hmm.
I think that is a banger move. And when you do a game like that, let me know. Like I'm waiting for that.
Totally.
I'm curious about the game of Trislit. I wasn't able to listen fully today. I don't know if you gave some updates to the guys in Token Smart Trislit.
Not in the TokenSmart one, no, but yeah, the one that we're trying to build over in trying to do tech trials. Like I was trying to. That's been a fun one because it's forced me to get back into like the dev role. I've noticed I haven't been doing it as much, so it's like, but so my main role there is the primary dev, and so yeah, the tech trials itself is like we're calling it an experiential game. So it's like we were experimenting with some like digital escape room concepts, where you've got like different puzzles that you have to go through different social media programs to solve and
Hmm.
things. But the way we're tying it to blockchain is we've got a pass and a virtual desktop effectively that you'd like when you go to the site. It's token gated, so you have to have the pass to log into it. And it looks just like a Windows 95 desktop. And so that's going to be our like delivery platform. So, the idea is that you're in the game, you're like working for this corporation. So you're an IT tech employee for this corporation. So you show up to work, log into your desktop, check the company, newsletter for the day. And that's where you get to see like what's going on and get your clues on like what the puzzle or what the thing is right now that you're trying to figure out. And it's going to direct you to where to go and everything. And then you come back, log back into your desktop to log your findings.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's an NFT, we can
I
where
can
we're using the NFT is like,
yeah,
as you
I can
complete
visualize it.
puzzles, level up, like you level up your pass. So I like the concepts in my head because I keep trying to think like what's an NFT useful for, and it's like I really like the idea of an NFT that like houses your accomplishments because you could like World of Warcraft is a good example. You level up a guy and it's like okay, I'm done with the game. I'm like okay, sell the character. Like it'd be great if I had maybe Easy plays the game for a while, and then it's like you solve some puzzles, he gets to level 3 or something, and then he's like, yeah, I'm not into this. I'm like, that's cool. There's plenty of people who want to start the game at level 3, right? Maybe you go sell maybe it's worth more than a level 1 because you've put in the time. Like, I like the idea of saving your progress, being able to do whatever you want. Like, that's when I think of like, what does true ownership enable? It's like, it allows you to be the one who decides if I'm done or if I want to continue, if I don't want to start at the beginning. So
That's really interesting. A puzzle game on Web3. Have you checked out Infinity Keys?
yep.
Yeah, when you told me
Yeah,
that,
I know Chair. He's walked me through some stuff, and I've worked with them on some of his stuff because we started doing some of that in Token Smart before, but it didn't go
Yeah,
too
we
far.
did. We did. We had Infinity Keys on Easy's Corner, and I went over and got like my map key or something. It was really cool. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to stay connected. As obviously there's always so much going on, and then also projects slow down in these like kind of inconsistent times. And yeah, there's probably a handful that are
um,
awesome projects that I
Yeah,
should
so
for
check
me,
back
I'm trying to like I feel like this virtual desktop, this login, like I see it as a delivery platform. Like we're trying to build a game that showcases what it can be, but I've already been talking to other people, like if Kane wants to drop a new music piece, like maybe he's got like if you have his NFT, you log into the desktop and his album is published because you have the NFT. Like
awesome.
I'm seeing it
Yeah.
as like a bigger platform play. Like you can use this as a fun, easy to understand delivery path for maybe more complex projects. Because I keep seeing that too. Like, okay, here's a piece of art. I'm like, well, what do I do with this piece of art? It's like, well, it's on you. You can do whatever you want. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't help
Yeah.
me. Like, Many people are not very creative, I've discovered.
Now
Like,
that
you kind of need to spell it out.
now that we've mentioned it, Infinity Keys, I remember Last Network. Are you familiar with Last Network, guys?
I don't think so.
This is a
Lost
project made by
Network.
the founder of Infinity Keys, by Andy Boyan, by Magic. Do you know him?
Nope.
Okay, so he is one of the founders, at least, of Infinity Keys, and he created Last Network. Is basically a cash flow chain that reinvest in you. So I don't know how it works, but he has a couple of years making some hype in the tiny circles of Web3 and DAOs, and at least in the environments I was. And looks like sometime soon they will start sharing the real information. So far have been like a lot of hype, and I don't know.
Mhm.
I know this is fresh. This is really fresh. Yet it have been I had this information for years, and I'm curious to see how it develops because this was one of the Infinity Keys founders, and the project seems like what? Like I really want to see how it develops because actually the marketing, the branding, and the project itself is about making money. You know, it's like a blockchain
Mhm.
design that creates revenue by
You see,
using.
that's the thing is like it's really hard to like for me, I don't know. The way I've been thinking about this project I'm trying to do is like the OG pass. There's a reason we are airdropping it to people who are in the community doing stuff because like I want them to test this stuff. I want them to provide feedback, see what works, what doesn't. Like they're the go to they're you talk about market testing like they say this like this corporate business speak all the time, right? Like you don't launch a product till you've done some market investigation. Like, does the
Right.
market want this? It's like, I don't know. It's like the only way to know that is to put it in somebody's hands and see what they say, right? Like, right now we're building
Totally.
that network and it's going to lead to hopefully like the game itself, Tech Trials, is going to be like a chapter. Like, you buy a pass and it gives you access to chapter one, the first part of the game, right? And then it's episodic type content. So, like, there's an end to chapter one. When there's an end, there's like a prize. People might win money. There's like NFTs. Like, okay, but once it's done, chapter one's done. If you want to play
Right.
chapter
And
two, you got to buy another pass. Like, but chapter two is going to be better because we now have a core community that's providing feedback, and now we have a game under us we can take lessons from, right?
yeah, and super cool that like I don't know, I don't think there's a lot of games out there where like, oh no, you like if you missed it, you can't play that first iteration. Like you've got to buy into the current one. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of like part of the game is gonna, there's gonna be like rewards and like curated like collectible NFTs like during the game and stuff. So it's like, okay, that's cool. It's like when the game's done, like that's done. Like if you got a collectible from season one, grats, like there is no more. Like so if you
Yeah,
join season two, you can only get the NFTs that are available in season two. Like hopefully,
pretty
if
cool.
it creates a market, great. If it doesn't, that's still cool because it's like hopefully you as the player who earned it, it'll make you feel good knowing that you earned it. Like there's two sides to that, right? I want to make money, you want to
Yeah,
make money, but also we got a lot of stuff that I know will never make me money, but it makes me feel good when I look at it. Like I hope to hit both those.
totally. And we didn't get nothing, you didn't really get anything for the video games that we played back in the day, and they were still like rewarding. Maybe you get a trophy, right? You get like a little trophy. It's not, you don't own it. It's just like on your little like Mario profile or whatever. But yeah, it's an evolution. And yeah, hopefully maybe like there might be some kind of like extra reason for collectability from some season one items, and the people that played and won those might be able to make a little something off it. If not, then you've got this cool kind of maybe you win prize money or some other thing, so you're also still coming up a little on the financial end of things. But yeah, it's just cool to also have those kind of keepsakes, those digital keepsakes.
Yeah. We'll see. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's some feedback on like the stuff I've been working on. I hope it takes off. I mean, obviously, but also I'm excited just to get something out.
I'm around. I'm around to beta test. I'm around to be a super ultra junior dev. So I'm around. And if you need feedback, bring the service. And I think that you have a great bunch of Web3 natives already inside the space. There's already an organic momentum that comes even from 2020 at least, I will say. And that's a great uh, first market. That's a great target, and I think you can collect specialized feedback in different areas, whether it's fun, tokenomics, marketing, and yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting talking to people. Like, I mean, yeah, as I said, like I want to make enough money to just like survive, but I'm not like I want to make cool stuff. I want to make fun stuff that's engaging. And it's funny where I've been in some chats. I was in a Twitter space the other day with some like game devs, and it was like, you start talking to people. It's like, oh, what have you played? It's like, oh, you're talking about game, like, and then like you find out like 3/4 of these guys don't even play video games. And you're like, when you hear that sort of feedback, you're like, wait, you're building a video game, but you don't actually play video games? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is why all these games are so stupid. None of us want to play them. Like, it's because they're being built by non-gamers. Like,
I think
duh,
that's
right? You
happened. Yeah, I think that's happened a lot. And the like blockchain gaming thing is just like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna make a game because games are cool. Yeah, they're cool if they're made by someone who
The word
does that for a living.
the word
yeah,
the word games, it's implicit that it has to be fun, and people doing the project, they say game to a dynamic web page that when you click in the right spot, it gives you money, but it's not a game, and it has a gamble system, and that has dopamine, and that's fun, but it's not a game. I don't know. It's heavy. I have 1% of battery, so I'm leaving. Thank you everybody for existing. See you in the streets of the
yeah,
metaverse. Keep away from FOMO and hold the vibe.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Cheers.
Woohoo! See ya, see ya. Adieu,
Peace,
adieu,
love, and
adieu.
whipsy.
Adiwa, peace.
Siéntate en la silla.
Are we
See
calling
ya.
it?
See you in la silla. Later.
Later, man.
Yeah, I mean we've gone pretty strong. I think we had a small but cool little trial of the events or possible events we can do over in the 40. And
Dude,
yeah,
I've
looking.
got a whole bunch of ideas, and now that I've got the ear of the guy, the CEO of 40. He
Yeah,
wants feedback. He wants to talk. Like, I think targeted feedback, like what we can provide, like what we just did, is what they're gonna use, and they'll take it, and then we
totally.
can, if we're the if we're there helping them do it, then we can kind of craft it to kind of be like exactly what we need. I would love to use it
Yeah,
more in Token Smart. Do like, I love the idea of like I need to go back to. I had some metaverse ones. I had my Hyperfi one. Remember, felons? We were messing with that, and I'm like, I had an idea for like an interview spot where I'm like, man, we could. But I'm like, this would be a sweet game show if we had somebody who had a lot of energy to run the game show. Holy cow, that
right.
could be incredibly fun. Can
Yeah.
you say Metal Olympics? Like, holy shit.
Exactly.
Being able
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. No, I think no one better than like our crew to be able to give them some actual solid advice, and also just kind of tinkering and breaking things here and there. I know that Jose and Spherical both gave permission for the microphone and camera, but it didn't open up, and then they couldn't open after. So Jose was on like an Android, and Spherical was on I think a Mac on Brave. But anyway, so there's a good possible actual little bug for them. But the other stuff more about inclusion of the Web3 logins and access, maybe having more, and I know this would be down the line, but instead of just USD or USDC, add a bunch of popular cryptos there that people could just throw in a little dust into the pot. Also, is it only the host that is able to put a prize up? Or let's say if I have Easy's Corner running, we're doing a Easy Corner game night, and I start the pot off or whatever. Token Smart has, you know, $50 to put in. I throw in like an NFT or something. So and so wants to throw in like, oh, dude, I have like a little dust here. Like if someone's like, this is super entertaining, I want to up the ante, and maybe, you know, it's just $5 of whatever, you know, they've got $5 worth of freaking uni or something that they're like, I'll just donate this to the pot. Is that even possible? So there's another one.
Yeah, that's where
ask
you
for-
start thinking like, yeah, it's only $5, but man, if you got 100 people watching and all 100 of them throwing the $5, all of a sudden that's not so
Exactly.
small.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's got a lot of potential. A lot of potential. I mean, yeah, like even for like it's just way better than the Discord stage. So, you know, Kane's Public School, that would be a great little layout because he could have his guests come up and, you know, commentators,
to-
myself, you, like
see,
in the
we should-
wings, you know, and he could just pull us in from the wings for a quick comment or whatever, you know, like
What a
this
great
is
idea. Yeah, like dude, public school.
for
If we had
fucking
if we had an
speakeasy,
animation to saw somebody right on stage, we could basically
Right?
slime them just like Double Dare. Remember that from? You
Yes,
can't do
yes.
that on
I
television
mean,
or whatever. It could be like
doing like the speakeasy show that me and Kane did on Twitter for a while there, but over on this, so you could actually bring people up and kind of like, you know, we'd like roast people kind of, but also, you know, they'd be roasting us. But it was a very wild space. But like this is you know, kind of like a almost perfect layout for that type of just totally wild, silly, raunchy, funny space where you're bringing people up and you know, they're getting sort of grilled and you know, you're sharing information and stuff too. But yeah, I see plenty of opportunity to be able to put that layout to work.
Yeah. Nope. Great times, man.
Yeah, good stuff. Maybe we'll see what we get to next week. Maybe we'll do like either start over here and then jump over, you know, if we have a decent little crowd next week, maybe we do like a jump over to a little 40, or of course always super down, you know, if there's any you know, elite stuff to test out. So yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
I
me-
hope
keep me
I hope I
posted.
have some fun to play with that. Like right now the desktop's working. You can get in there. Actually, I was messing with Quake. I got Quake multiplayer going. I need to set up like a relay that I host myself. Like stuff like that is like I'm like, man, if I had everybody in the community jump in here, we could all just shoot each other with plasma rifles. That'd be great.
Totally. Awesome. Nice. Well, I guess that wraps it up for tonight. Yeah, stay away from FOMO and hold to the vibes, and I'll see you back here next week, as well as I'm sure a bunch of spots around the metaverse here and in between. Not sure who we got on Whip this week, but I'm sure it will be a good one. And yeah, hopefully, oh well, I'll see y'all at Toxic Honesty, I would think, as well.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
not forget featured featured guest rather on Public School Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific. None other than Trizlet and his.
Oh,
Friday.
nice. Awesome sauce. That'll be fun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Give
load
a
up
plug
some
on that product
special
again.
Wait, I
news.
am? I thought we did that last week. Am I? Did he put
Oh,
out
was it?
Diane
I
last
I
week too?
think you've got to update your calendar then.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I was saying again. I forgot more.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, no, I was-
I'm looking at the events.
Oh wait, who did we have last? Who did we have Friday? Were you speaking Trizet Friday,
Yeah,
or
that
was
was
it?
me. Me and
Yeah,
Remy.
yeah, no, yeah. I was confusing from the week before, maybe. Yeah, because that's where we were all getting our like OG drops, OG pass drops and stuff. Yeah. So unless
Yeah.
you've got another one cooking up,
Yeah, and remember I did the reverse sauce. That was pretty hilarious.
yes, that was
You did a
classy.
reverse thought? Oh man, I completely missed.
It was an intense sauce. Ebro got sauce so hard that he had to like do work in the Discord just to not be, just to be able to come back to public school. That was ruthless. It was so funny though.
Gents, there's my train.
Ah,
Gotta hop
perfect
on.
way. Perfect way to
timing.
end the show right there. Train out. Night ski, y'all.
Wave goodbye to felons.
Roll the
Have a
vibe.
fun trip. Later.
Right
Peace.
on. Peace.
Peace.